Previously on TrailRecon, our day one episode of the Rubicon Trail, we tackled some amazing obstacles to finally reach Buck Island Lake. Here are just a few highlights from day one.
It is the morning of day two, and man, what a wonderful night. You know, I slept in the Jeep last night. That's the first time I have ever done that, and I had the best night's rest. Now, that was probably because I was pretty exhausted, because yesterday was a long day. I mean, getting through all those obstacles, it just never ended. I mean, it was obstacle after obstacle. We were thankful if there was 50 yards of dirt, you know, that was flat, but otherwise we were challenged all day long. I mean, it took us all day just to go 4.5 miles to get here to Buck Island Lake, which is gorgeous. If you look at this view behind me, guys, just amazing, breathtaking. I mean, I woke up this morning, opened the back of the Jeep up, and this is my view right here. I mean, you can't beat it. It's awesome. The Rubicon Trail is spectacular, and it is absolutely living up to its name. Now, we're getting packed up here, guys, and we're gonna head out and try to finish the trail today. We know we have a lot more obstacles ahead of us. Cadillac Hills towards the end, so we know that's gonna be a good challenge, but everybody's had good breakfast and we're ready to go, so let's get started.
We were not even 100 yards from our campsite, and the Rubicon started throwing the challenges at us once again. And this was just a small taste of what was to come, because day two would turn out to be even more challenging than day one. With Big Sluice and Cadillac Hill on the agenda for the day, we would all put our rigs and driver skills to the full test. It wasn't long until we reached the marker, letting us know we had reached Big Sluice. And from first glance, it didn't look like it was all that tough, but the further along you go, the more challenging it gets. I'll say that Big Sluice is one of the most technical sections of trail I've ever been on.
Easy. Hold that line. There you go. Hard driver. Okay, stop. I don't like it. Back out. There you go. There you go.
Got another tight squeeze up here. Tight right here, Brad.
Roger.
Tight right here too.
This is two-door country.
You guys want to try and hug by the tree. You're going to be off camber, but it's okay.
Good line. Straight, straight. Start turning. You're gonna lean hard. You're gonna lean hard. You're good. Perfect line.
After a short while, we reached the toughest section of Big Sluice. There is no easy line here, just a good tire placement and take it nice and slow.
good coming up? All right, you're coming down, slow, slow, slow. You're good, you're good. Your line's good.
Hold that line, Charlie. There you go.
Hang on, she's stuck.
Passenger. There you go. Reverse. Keep coming. There you go. Keep coming. Hang on.
No, she's
One of our rigs had slipped off a rock while making the sharp left turn going downhill on Big Sluice and got high centered pretty good. So we broke out the winch and tried to pull her to the rear, but after several attempts and stacking rocks, it just wasn't working.
She's not coming off that diff.
We finally made the call to carefully hook up her winch to a tree on the downslope. This was a little sketchy because she was so close to the edge, but we were able to get her off safely and back on track. We reached Rubicon Springs in pretty good time, and I have to say, what a great little spot if you want to camp. We did stop here for lunch, but we were on a mission. And up next, a few more obstacles, and then Cadillac Hill.
Smoothest road we've been on for the last 2 days, and you know what? It's kind of nice. Just need a little help is all.
Jeep wave. Come on. Come on. Come on. Hold that line, Amy. Hold that line.
Awesome. You didn't go to the big rock. I don't know.
We finally reached the base of the famous Cadillac Hill. you need to be on full alert on the way up because it's a really big drop to the passenger side. And if I'm being honest, I'm not one for heights. So getting a little off camber and leaning towards the edge, it's a little hairy. Thankfully, with a little patience and our awesome spotters, we all made it up Cadillac Hill safely.
Come on. Yeah. There you go. Hold that line. Come on. Straight to me. Come on up. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming, yes. There you go. Stop. Stop. Go, go, go. Don't stop. You're good. Come on. Oh, yeah. Come on, I like it.
Reaching the top of the mountain at observation point is really a rewarding feeling and time for a little celebration. But Mother Nature ended any celebration we were going to have the second the last Jeep made it up the hill because the rain and lightning came crashing down on us. So we snapped a couple pictures and then headed back on the trail. Thankfully, except for a few small obstacles, the drive was actually pretty mild from here on out. I hope you've enjoyed following along on this adventure. If the Rubicon Trail is not on your bucket list, I recommend you add it. If you're visiting this channel for the first time, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching.